Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Basilisk Reacts. For today we are diving deeper into the Power Trilogy that was released by Agust, also known as Suga from BTS. And we are checking out Daechwita once again. I have already uploaded a video. It was a deal reaction with Ash, but I could not perform the deeper analysis part that I usually do when I record videos solo at my own home. So for me to better understand the Power Trilogy, I think it would be best, and I also am actually kind of excited to go into this one as a solo upload, because I haven't really given this one a chance. All I did was really go over some first impressions, and it was really early into my BTS journey, me seeing Daechwita from Agust. So yeah, we are going to make a better attempt at really discovering and learning, seeing this Power Trilogy with this single upload. And then after, I think I will be uploading a reaction to the DK TV, Daechwita explained by a Korean. I have already looked it up, and then I thought maybe I should just do a solo reaction on this first to really give it a proper chance, right? So I'm excited because I do know somewhat how the song sounds, and I can still feel the hype in my body when I'm looking at this very first shot. So let's get into it and hopefully catch some new things that we can zoom in on later in the analysis part. But for now, we're going to be watching this together. Agust, Daechwita. Let's get into it.
Yeah. 정말 조심해 왕된 놈 미쳐버린 범광의 flow 개체 출신의 영된 몸 그게 내가 곧 사는 법 미의 걱정은 말라고 나도 잃을 것 많다고 바꾼 뒤뒤에가 누구 내게 챙겨다 잡수두 말이 안 되지 네가 결혼해 범으로 태어났지 적어도 너처럼 약하진 않지 촉박되는 강제롱 잔치 속가 존나게 어이없지 싹 다 죽여 난 예의 없이 새끼 그래 너 예외 없이 flexing 난 없지 yo, 다 없지 Who's the king, who's the boss 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만 산 새끼들 당장 놈의 목을 쳐 자 울려라 자 울려라 자 울려라 자 울려라 당당해 먹고 곧바로 난 전 새끼로 날아 나를 타기엔 이 나라 아직 여전히 작아 누가 시간은 금이래 내 시간은 더 비싼데 틱탁 비 새끼도 명성의 아침을 꽉 뺐 꺾임 적이 없는 맥주 우리 박수역 비리멜 좀 참 감사해 내가 천재인 맥주 그런 이유로 약간 발단에 애잔하게 끝이 없는 재능이 없는 거지 뭐 원하는 건 모두 갖췄지 이제는 물려가자야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건 너다면 논다면 걸걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지 그 다음은 그래 뭘까 심히 느껴지는 현타 위가 없는 현상 위험보다 난 이젠 강하대 맘보다가 이대로 착취하고 I'm a king I'm a boss 새겨놓아 내 이름 이만 산 새기려 약한 놈의 줄 I'm a king I'm a boss 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만 산 새기려 약한 놈의 먹을 줄
So first impressions, guys, it was a banger the first time around, and for the second time around, still is quite a banger. Yeah, I thought the music, you know, the instrumental was super heavy with the bass lines. I really like that kind of music, and was very high in energy. The video clip as well, a lot of movement, a lot of dynamic scenes going on. So it all contributed to a overall energetic feel, very hype. So yeah, for sure, I think August D. Coincidentally, right, I have given him some more attention on my channel, but I think he really deserves it, man. I think everything I've seen from August D has been very, very hype. So yeah, I can safely say that Sugar, my boy, right? I cannot say otherwise. So let's jump into the analysis because I did pay attention or was in another state of focus for this one because I was actively trying to yeah, look for meaning behind the things that I've been seeing. So let's dive into the analysis and hopefully I can point out those moments I thought was very interesting and share it with you guys. So there are a lot of things that I think this is going to be a bit on the longer side when it comes to the analysis because there are just so many things that I do not for certain know the meaning of, but it does feel like there is a hidden meaning behind it. So I just want to point those things out just so I can take that with me for the explanation video that we will be covering after this one. So of course we've got this part, and I don't know if this is Korean as well, but with the instrument playing in the background and the way the vocals are used, it also it strikes me as somewhat of a Middle Eastern kind of vibe for this kind of chant. It seems like, it sounds like. But I think it is Korean. It's a shame we don't get the subtitles for this specific part. And then we've got all the bodies laying here, right? You can see the feet, and I don't know what's inside of these boxes, but you cannot see the heads, and I think it's on purpose. You can roughly see some kind of silhouette, so you can make an assumption, but yeah, he is also calling out for the pretenders, for the nobodies, right? For the shit talkers, off with their heads. So maybe these are the victims, right?
Yeah. Oh.
And I noticed that, of course, in Hagim, there is also two Yoongis, right? And he has a scar right here. And is this really, it seems to be that he really likes this scar, or it tells a specific story that it really needs the scar for. But yeah, we've been seeing this in the other video as well in Hagim. I think it's super badass, right? And this part I have read in the comments that there's an Easter egg here, and now that yeah, of course I've read the comments, but yeah, let's see who is this actually. Maybe the beard is throwing me off, but it's this. Let's see, these are two people, right? It's a Jin, and then who's this? Because he will be fighting with Jungkook? I'm not sure. So yeah, as we know, right, Suga, shooting guard Suga, has a history of being an underground rapper, and underground rap, having that as a history, yeah, you kind of know what struggles come with it. And I think this is what he is trying to portray, right? That he really came from struggle, you know, the underground rap scene, and now born a slave, now a king. Berserk Tiger Gwange Flow. I don't know what it means exactly, but it is the same feeling, right? He is stating his achievements, his level. Born in a ditch, but rise up a dragon. I was born a tiger, I ain't no weak pill popper like you. So once again, right, as we have seen many times before, the haters are being addressed here. Flexing, he doesn't need a fancy watch, he doesn't need a fancy car, because he is already established, widely known as the best. So that is kind of the state of mind that he is in right now. Who's the king, who's the boss? Yeah, so we see here, right, that what was throwing me off is the last scene where he was supposed to get his head off, to get his head cut off, but instead the head goes in the box, right? And in the very beginning, in this scene, we can see that there are feet, but there are no heads visible, right? You can see a silhouette here in the right corner. But there are boxes next to the bodies, so that would suggest, right, that these boxes are all filled with heads, as we see here as a result of getting the head chopped off into this box right here. And I just want to say that I am a huge fan of August D, because this is just so, it's really out there, you know. It's such a powerful claim to make, and he is going all out with it. He is not modest about it at all, and I think it really suits him as an underground rapper, right? With a history of an underground rapper. That is kind of the the style that you have to go for. You need to be loud and you need to be proud. And I really like this little detail of, well, let's call this one Yoongi 1. And he is standing, on top of this balcony. And then you can see Yoongi 2. And he is really trying to focus, aiming his gaze onto one specific point, and the car is also moving. So naturally, your gaze will also adapt to whichever direction you're going, to really keep that focus on what you are trying to focus on. So this, to me, was a nice little detail that adds so much more life to the scene. It really creates that effect that these are two separate entities. And the reason why I think it's a bit fake to me is because in Hagium, right, it's way more, in my eyes at least, way more clear that there's two different Yoongis, and you can clearly see where they're coming from. But he is picking up where Yoongi 1 has ended his rap or his verse, because this is just further elaborating on the status that he has reached. So to me, it wasn't really clear to me, what Yoongi 2 here is trying to be, right? What character are we seeing right here? Okay, so again, guys, I don't know exactly what this means, but I cannot make any remarks on it because I just don't know what it means. Bang PD, Bangkok Police Department keeps dancing on and on every day. I don't know, guys. That's your excuse for popping pills, cry me a river, you just got no skills. So again with the popping pills, right? And Yoongi 2 has already made a line like this, that addressing the haters right here. Born a tiger, I ain't no weak pill popper like you. So I don't know, it's getting a bit specific. So I don't know if this is directed to maybe specific haters. I don't know.
원하는 건 모두 갖췄지 이제는 물들 가져야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건 너 담은 돈 담은 걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지
Stepping stones. Just improving, getting better, getting more fame, more money, and just the means to really provide yourself with those things that you deem important at the time. And that is, it's evolving, right? Clothes, then money, then goals. What's next? Here's my reality check. There's nothing higher. I only looked up and now I want to look down and put my feet on the ground. I think symbolizes, that stay grounded, close to earth, down to earth, right? I don't want to lose myself in this process of ascending with this much talent, with this much fame and money. I now think it is important to be my true self, stay true to myself. And now he changed the lyrics to I'm a king, I'm a boss. That is still the same, right? But now he says, remember my name instead of everyone knows my name. And let me just double check. You all know my name. But of course, this is Yoongi 1, right? So maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe we are scratching the surface of who is who and what is who is what. All right, he says it right here as well. So I think definitely has something to do with the fact that Yoongi 1 is saying you all know my name and Yoongi 2 is saying remember my name. And this, guys, I will be adding a clip of something that I used to play, and the reference that I will make it very briefly is Final Fantasy X. Auron is a character that he fights using a sword as well, and he has a flask of presumably alcohol, and he puts it in his mouth. He is taking a shot of it, and then he spits it exactly as we're seeing right here. So I will be adding a fragment, I mean, of the clip that I have in mind, because I don't know what it means, but I have seen this exact motion before. So yeah, it's gotta mean something. I just don't know what the meaning is behind it. And I am going to try very hard to remember the name. No, I don't think I can come up with it. But yeah, it's the same movement. So yeah, I think the last attempt at really bringing out a message or whatever, on his last breath, right? He is just about to be executed. All of the, I assume, to be haters, but I am not sure, because I have read somewhere in the comments that when there is a black cloaked character, it often symbolizes a hater. But we can see earlier in the clip that the haters right here in this scene, right, waiting to be executed. Someone is executed here, all dressed in white. There is a black cloaked man here collecting the heads and putting it in the boxes, but I don't know what to think of the whole white clothed and black clothed in this specific video clip. But I just did want to point it out. And then we've got all of these black cloaks really going into the moment, you know, headbanging as Yoongi 2 is doing. And then we see that it wasn't his head, but it was the rope that was cut. And then instead of a head that he is going to be pulling out of the box, he pulls out a gun. And the gun, right guys, we've seen that before in Hagium, and then the same scene occurs. The true Yoongi, Yoongi 2, as we have now called him in this video clip, but actually he's the OG Yoongi, right? Shoots the other. So yeah, guys, I think that there is a story, and well, I do have the opinion that I did catch a lot. I don't know exactly the meaning of all of it, but I have seen a lot of potential things, and I think it's been good to cover this one at least as a solo reaction, because I have taken the time a bit more. So when we dive into the explanation video by a Korean, yeah, it will all make much better sense, because now I yeah, know what to think of and know yeah, what stood out in the video clip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope you find it interesting. But if you didn't, I think you will find it more interesting when I upload the video on the DK TV explanation tomorrow. But for now, we have enjoyed, I have enjoyed this video clip, Agust D. Yeah, for sure, he a OG, man. I really like him, and I can't wait to get into the explanation video, and then I can't wait to get into the amygdala video. So yeah, very excited to see what's next. I hope you will join me for when that time comes. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, being here for today's episode. And yeah, I'll see you in the next.